So it's interesting that they decided to do another hybrid. It seems to be the trend now to do these tie-in hybrid games for the most likely for the PS3. The quality of and the graphics of that game remind me a lot of the Robotech GameCube game that was released back in the day. Nothing really fancy about that. Then again, previous titles that have actually done the whole hybrid pack game tie-in, the games are decent looking, but they're nothing like you would see from a company that spent, over a year in development on. So it's just a nice add-on. It's going to be a bit on the pricey side. The hybrid pack goes for a little over 7,000 yen by current US rates. That's about 80, 90 bucks. That's not including shipping. Still, to be honest, it's a worthwhile purchase in my mind. I mean, it's a great piece of, history and in the anime industry. And, if you guys haven't seen it yet, there is on VHS and DVD. And if anything, go buy this. This is available now. I kind of checked a moment ago. There is, if you want to spend a little more dough, there is a limited edition 30th anniversary box set, which includes a bunch more features and whatnot. That's 180 bucks US, not including tax and shipping. Bit on the pricey side, but then again, if you are a diehard Macross fan, it's, again, money well worth it. I want to talk about another thing about Macross. This is not about this game or about this movie. There actually was another mobile game based on the 30th anniversary of Macross. It looks to be more along the lines of Macross Frontier, and this is available for Android devices. I'll talk a little more about it after the video. Looks fun, right? The whole thing about it is, unfortunately, it's only limited to Japanese Android devices with an iOS port coming soon. Given the fact that Namco Bandai teamed up with this other mobile game company, they both have pushed for social gaming, mobile gaming in the States. So I'm hoping this will come stateside eventually. The graphics, they're not bad for a mobile, Android-based game. And the fact that it's, 3D rail shooter. The other thing is that's only part of the game. The other half is actually a dating sim. In the short trailer, they showed Ronka Lee from Macross Frontier as one of the girls. I guess you can swoon if you want. No word yet about any other Macross characters, although I'm sure there'll be a boatload of them. If Ronka's in there, I'm sure Cheryl's going to be in there, and who knows what else. The moment this comes stateside, I will let you guys know via the website and the show, so you guys can pick this up. I'm hoping there's some sort of, because they have the social mobile gameplay design, I'm hoping we can play it online against each other here in the States rather than just people in Japan. And if that's the case, I will definitely start setting up games we can start playing. Okay, let's talk about some Ava news real quick. Crunchyroll got some information from Mediacom about their new real action hero figure. They did one before of Rei, and it's about 30 centimeters tall. Now they have one for the new Asuka. I mean, check this out. So this looks really well done. I mean, it's 1/6 scale. It is 30 centimeters tall. I've seen the Rei version in person, and it looks amazing. This one, you can see, it looks like to be I can't say if it's a cold cast or because some of the design looks almost to be like leather. It looks really nice. It, of course, has the patch on Asuka's eye. A lot of people are wondering why they decided to do that for this movie. Honestly, I'm sure it is because they wanted to sell more merchandise. And with this, something like this, they're definitely going to. I mean, the detail on it is, very well done. I think the whole battered Asuka style it's an improvement for her. It looks good. It just improves upon her, for lack of a better phrase, badassery. It's going to be expensive, though, as we're looking at, jeez. Look at about 200, 300, yeah, 250 bucks, 18,900 yen right now. It's going to be on sale in January, so you have time to save up. And, of course, they talked about another figure based on the entry plug, a modified one with Asuka, and that one's going to be a little more expensive because that's going to be 430 bucks US. I gotta wonder, how do these people, I mean, in one sense, I wonder how these people are able to buy all this stuff. But then again, if you love something that much, you're going to save up and spend what you need to do to get these things. And for those people who can afford those, I 100%, support you on that. I just wish I could do the same. Okay, talk about some other collectibles. Have you guys seen the anime Space Brothers? It's currently streaming simulcasting on Crunchyroll. If you guys haven't seen it, it's one of the best series of recent memory. Basically, you have two brothers. When they're young, they make a promise they're gonna go to the moon. Shoot, 20 some odd years later, one's at NASA working to be part of this first moon base colony, and the other is actually at the beginning kind of a washout, but then joins the Japan Space Agency to try to go up in space as well. One of the nice enduring side characters of the series is a little pug named Appo, which is short for Apollo, sorry. And it's cool that Japanese copy goods maker Ayoshimi Bunka Kyozai are actually going to release a near life-size Appo pug. I mean, how cute is this? I mean, yes, this is over on Anime News Network. They got the information on this. It's cool. It's going to be about 14 inches long, 13 inches tall. I mean, it's about the size of a normal pug. And, I mean, look at the face. Come on. The only thing that's holding me back from this is the price. It's basically a giant plushie, but it's going to be about $80. Yeah, maybe. It depends on how much more I enjoy the series when I finish it. Maybe I'll buy it then. We'll see what happens. I'm waiting for the Blu-ray release, though. Sentai Filmworks licensed it for release in the States side, aside from Crunchyroll doing the simulcasting. I'm hoping they'll bring some more similar things like this. If you haven't seen it yet, go watch it, go check it out, and you'll wonder, or you'll realize why Appo is just so cute and such an enduring character throughout the entire series. Let's talk about... we can skip that. Let's go talk about some video game news. So, it's interesting that in the past, in the history of the gaming industry, about every 5 years we receive another slew of video game consoles. This recent batch of systems, we're talking, of course, about the Wii, the 360, the PS3. It's been, over 10 years now, hasn't it been? If not longer, since their inception. And yes, they're still creating some nice, decent titles for it, and they look very nice, although I'm a PC player, even though I have both consoles, they just sit there. But it's not just fans who are wondering when the next consoles are coming out. They're well overdue. The CEO of Ubisoft, who I think actually took Best of Show at E3 2012 with a slew of amazing titles, both recurring and brand new IPs like Watch Dogs, that he's wondering that, we need to have more consoles. This should have been available 5 years ago. He says, and I quote, "What we missed was a new console every 5 years. We have been penalized by the lack of new consoles on the market. I understand that manufacturers don't want them too often because it's expensive, but it's important for the entire industry to have new consoles because it helps creativity." That I completely understand and agree with. This kind of limits innovation in a sense, because you can only squeeze so much power out of these consoles. I mean, you look at the Wii U. Okay, currently its video card and setup and all the demos seems to be a little more powerful than the Xbox 360 and PS3, just slightly there. So I'm waiting for the 360 or the 720, whatever, 1080, what do you want to call it, and the PS4 to have a leaps and bounds over that. I want to see what these companies can do with brand new technology closer to what PCs can do already. Good example, Epic Games. They've been creating, the Unreal engines for quite a while now, and they recently released, the demo for Unreal Engine 4. That thing, I can guarantee you, needs to be the base level of what you can do in the next gen console systems. But we need these 3 years ago. I'm kind of a fan along the lines of, every 5-6 years we get a new console. It's so that you can always improve leaps and bounds above what you did before, rather than doing this incremental, higher up. Or it gets to the point where the companies will go, yeah, this looks really, really good. We can't do it on the current gen. It's going to be shelved until the next gen. And they've been saying next gen for 5 years now. We'll see what happens. I mean, what are your guys' thoughts on it? I mean, me personally, I like it. I know some other people who are wondering why we need a new console anyways. Just keep the one you have and they can find new ways of making it better. I think it just needs more. I need more innovation, more graphics, more RAM, more processing power, and I want to see us get past that uncanny valley. So, we'll see what happens. Let's talk about some other semi-video game related news. Disney's been promoting their latest movie, Wreck-It Ralph, based on a classic video game, and it's the bad guy of the game goes out and tries to change his fate to go out there and become a hero instead of just being the villain for 30 odd years. And in the trailer that they released a little while ago, there was a slew of classic video game characters that people were like, oh my god, this is awesome. The licensing rights alone that Disney had to pay for to get these characters in the film must have been astronomical. At the same time, though, they got a lot of the original video game characters' voices, and some people have been doing some of the recent iterations of them, to come in and reprise their roles for the movie. Some of the people on the list that was recently released includes Roger Craig Smith. He's been doing voice for, Resident Evil and Assassin's Creed, and he's going to be in the film reprising the role as Sonic the Hedgehog. Kind of interesting thing. A lot of Street Fighter characters are actually going to make their appearance during, and some voiced as well during the movie. You have Gerald C. Rivers, who reprises M. Bison. Ruben Langdon's going to do Ken. And my favorite, Kyle Hebert, is going to reprise his role as Ryu. You might remember Kyle from Dragon Ball Z as the narrator, and of course he was Adult Gohan in Dragon Ball GT, and a number of other titles, Kamina and Gurren Lagann and the like. There's a couple other characters that the list announced that were going to be in the film, but they didn't list any voice actors for, like Q*bert, Pac-Man, Paperboy, some of the original classics. I'm wondering, though, because in the trailer, they showed a lot more characters than what was announced on this list. So I'm wondering if there's going to be an extended list released. In either case, this is one of the first Disney flicks in a while, save for Tron Legacy, that I'm really looking forward to. I mean, I haven't even seen Brave yet. Then again, I haven't seen a film in quite a while. I still need to see The Dark Knight Rises. So this comes out in North America November 2nd. And if you guys haven't seen it, go online, search for the trailer, and just try to list how many, classic video game characters you can spot. Let's wrap up a couple things here. First off, Danny Tube, blogger extraordinaire, a friend to every otaku worldwide, has been known to be very generous with some of his dealings. I mean, he's been doing Culture Japan over in Japan. He has a couple other shows he's been working on as well. It was cool that he actually released a couple of the episodes of Culture Japan on YouTube for worldwide distribution. He also, on my previous show, AX Live, he allowed us to actually show Season 2 after our show. And that was a nice way to expand that in the States side. It's actually on US TV now. And he's been doing a lot of cool stuff with his characters Mirai and a lot. Recently, he released a bunch of these, which is just a bunch of wallpapers featuring Mirai-chan, illustrated by Tatsuku Izuki. Some amazing stuff. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to take some of these. I'll put them like wallpaper on my iPad or, desktop or whatnot. And then here's the surprising thing when we scroll all the way down to the bottom. He gives you the bloody Photoshop file to do what you want with it. How awesome is this? I can't recall in recent memory people who would actually allow this to happen. Hey, you worked really hard on this. I'm going to give you the raw the PSD file, and you can go and have fun with this. It's been cool. I've been seeing, he's been posting a lot on Facebook and Google+, some of the fans' uses of Mirai-chan, and this, of course, this PSD file. A lot of the usual, hey, we're just going to post her onto a front of a nice wallpaper. Some people like started changing the colors, schematics. Some people started changing some of the her style. It's cool. It's a nice way to promote his brand even more so, and just get the community together. I really, really like this, and Danny, just keep on doing stuff like this. This is awesome. Alrighty, well, we've been going on for about 30-40 minutes now, and we just want to wrap up with a couple things. First up, for those of you guys have helped us out so far in supporting OtakuLife.net, we really appreciate it. Michael and I have been very thankful. If you guys have been interested in actually trying to help us out, you can always head over to indiegogo.com/OtakuLife.net, and you can donate. If you have like $5-10, if you guys want to help us out every once in a while, we would definitely appreciate it. Everything we get here is going to the website and to the shows. Things like if we need to get some lights for Michael, or maybe a better microphone, or stuff for us to cover things out and about. So far we have $80, and I really appreciate for those guys who have donated that. Easy way to get to this, actually, if you go to our website, OtakuLife.net, I changed the little logo here on the side that says click here to support the website. If you guys want to excuse me, donate a little more, like say $40 or more, we would actually send you an Otaku Life shirt, and you can be the standard is in black, but we can put it in a number of different colors and a number of different sizes. It is a little expensive for a shirt, but then again, this is part for to cover the cost of the shirt and for a donation to the website. If you guys are able to help us out, thank you very much. If not, if you don't have the funds, please just spread the word around. This is going to be something Michael and I really want to push forward to the heights of our previous show and even farther than that. We have a lot of plans, and I'm looking forward to see where we can take this with your help, and thank you. As you can see, if you guys seen, we're going to move AniBreak right now to Wednesdays. The live stream is going to be Wednesdays at 7. I'm going to try to have the recorded version available online by Thursday at 6 o'clock. From my mother's basement, it's going to stay on Fridays at 7, and we're going to try to have the recorded version available about the following Sunday. This is going to be, we're going to test this out, see how this works. If we need to move around, if you guys have any suggestions as to different time slots or some ideas to make the shows better, please shoot us an email. Head over to the Otaku Life website. If you scroll down, you'll see on the side that says AniBreak feedback and topic suggestions. If you click on that, that shoots us an email, and we read every single one of those. So in wrapping up, thank you guys very much. It's been an absolute blast. And we will see you on Friday for From Mother's Basement, and then, of course, next week for another episode of AniBreak. Take care, everybody. And I had the outro set up, but then again, the system crashed. Oh, well. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much again, and thank you for your understanding about, I don't know why this thing crashed. I got to look into that so we don't have that happen again. But in the future, if you guys have any suggestions, like I said, go to that feedback page, shoot us an email. It'd be awesome. XYZ13, I love the live version. I really enjoy doing the live version. That's what I'm good at, I would say, compared to the first 5 or 6 episodes of AniBreak, which was pre-recorded, and it just sounded bad. I mean, this is what I do. So, and it's nice to be able to interact with you guys on the chat as well. So, all right, well, I'm going to work on this and see what happened and have this up for you by tomorrow. So, all right, everybody, thank you very much, and I will catch you next week.